Welcome to Silver and Black Films presents Rookies Leading the Way.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
At 6-4 through 10 games this year, the Oakland Raiders turnaround has already started. They're actually way ahead of schedule. Rebuilds generally take 3 draft classes, but since GM Mike Mayock and head coach John Gruden drafted so well in 2019, the rookies are already leading the way for a big turnaround this year. A franchise has done well if they've drafted 2 to 3 immediate impact players in a given year. And the Raiders are on pace to have 7 of their 9 draft picks make immediate impacts. 7th round edge rusher Quentin Bell was cut, and 1st round safety Jonathan Abram is on injured reserve. That's 1 miss and 1 injury to a player with a bright future. When is the last time we've seen the Raiders have a draft class like this? Many like to bring up the class of 2014, featuring edge rusher Khalil Mack, quarterback Derek Carr, guard Gabe Jackson, and nose tackle Justin Ellis. But that's only 4 players, and their impacts weren't quite as immediate as the class of 2019. Rookie corner Trayvon Mullen has been learning. He's been beaten deep at times, and other times he stayed right with this man all the way down the field. And he's made a ton of progress on those underneath routes. In the beginning, he would get beaten and not even make the tackle, giving up a big play. Then he got to the point where he would come up and make the tackle. Now, he's breaking on the ball and getting his hand on it. Here he's going to go with his man in motion, break on the ball, and that should have been an interception right there. Those plays are going to turn into interceptions soon. He can stay with his man on crossing routes. And here's another pass he should have intercepted. And on this play here, Mullen is going to stay with his receiver during the scramble drill and collect his first career interception. During the first 7 games without Mullen in the starting lineup, the Raiders gave up 292 yards through the air. Over the last 3 games with Mullen as a starter, 226 yards a game. Number 4 overall, Clelin Ferrell had a pretty good game in his first game of his career. He batted a pass down, and got his first career sack. Then the well dried up on him in the sack department, but he continued to play the run well. He easily keeps blockers off of him with his length. Running right at him just isn't a good idea. And like defensive coordinator Paul Gunther said, as a pass rusher, the light came on for him during the second half of the Detroit Lions game. And on the last defensive play of the game, it was his pressure that helped save the game. Then the next week against the Los Angeles Chargers, he was extremely disruptive. He got his hands on a pass, and he had 2.5 sacks in the game, splitting this one with 4th round pick Maxx Crosby. And as he goes solo on this one, look at the hand swipe. And this one is just power and relentlessness. That one put him up to 3.5 sacks on the year, just a half sack and back of Khalil Mack's rookie year. And even though he didn't have a sack against the Cincinnati Bengals the next week, the disruption still continued. This play right here tells you exactly who Maxx Crosby is. He peels back after a completion and boom, fumble. The hustle and motor are something else. Those two things plus his length allow him to play the run well despite being light for a defensive end. Watch him jackhammer this guy. Oh, that's what dominant defensive linemen do. Running right at him sounds good until you actually do it. And he's got some speed on him, so Deshaun Watson isn't just going to run away from him. And he's going to shred this combo block on the way to making the play. Again, these teams really think they're going to run right at him. A blitzing Vontaze Burfict is going to get the sack, but watch what he does to the tackle here. And wouldn't it be nice to see him constantly hitting Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes the next time the Raiders play them? The Raiders can use all the forced incompletions he can generate. And of course, batted passes are always welcome. Crosby started to put it together against the Indianapolis Colts with the bat downs and the quarterback hits. And he continued with the relentless pressure against the Houston Texans. Benson Mayowa gets the sack here, but Crosby is right there. He's also right there for this one as Arden Key gets the credit for this sack. Then he's going to slide inside, shoot the gap, and force an incompletion. Then here against the Chicago Bears, he's going to get his first NFL sack. He just plain outworked him there. Then the next week, he gets another one against the Green Bay Packers. Here he is now against the Chargers. Watch the hands. Then the spin move that leads to a half a sack. Here, he's going to force a pick six with his pressure. Here he's going to help force another incompletion. Then he's going to help put the game away by forcing another interception. Then the next week against the Cincinnati Bengals, he went off with 4 sacks, starting with the strip sack. He's just going to overpower the left tackle here. Then they leave him unblocked, and that's what they get. Then he gets another one on the stunt. And that leaves him with 6.5 sacks, one more than Mack. And now to the offensive side of the football, an undrafted free agent fullback Alec Ingold, who excels at run blocking. And he doesn't care who it is, Von Miller can get this work too. Bang. If you show up in the hole, you getting hit. He'll go over the top to get you too. Here he's gonna cut Mack down. Then he's going to spring his man outside for the score. And here we go with another cut block. And that's not all he can do. He can get you those drive-sustaining first downs in short yardage. He's 6 for 6 on 3rd or 4th and 1. He has a feel for those soft spots while getting those tough yards. And the rest is just determination and desire. And in the Charger game, he showed he can sneak out for a pass, catch the ball, and score on it too. What an excellent addition he has been. Foster Moreau was a blocking tight end at LSU, and he's doing that very well for the Raiders now. Watch him take this defensive end all the way down to the center. He can combo off and get up to the second level too. He usually gets his man. Watch him just plain stay with it here and get his man outside. Since he was a blocking tight end in college, the NFL didn't see this coming. Moreau is a good athlete that can catch passes down the field. And at 6'5", 250, he's a big target in the red zone. Watch this route. Oh, and back the other way for the score. While everyone's watching phenom Darren Waller, they forget about Moreau. He's definitely a starting caliber tight end in this league. 5th round receiver Hunter Renfrow was money on 3rd and 4 to 6. As soon as Gruden turned him loose, he became quarterback Derek Carr's best friend on 3rd down. Of his 33 catches so far this season, 21 of them are for first downs, and most of those came on 3rd down. Yup, time to go ahead and move those chains again. And lately, he's been showing some run after the catch skills. The Raiders are asking him to run his routes a little deeper these days as well. Watch this route though. And again, those run after the catch skills are really starting to show. He really showed him against the Houston Texans, and he got his first NFL touchdown as a result. And the second touchdown of his career came in the scramble drill against the Detroit Lions. He's a guy we should all look forward to watching. Gruden prioritizes running backs that can pass protect, and Josh Jacobs can definitely do that. But he is special running the ball with his excellent vision and patience. That, along with his burst and power, make him a tough customer running inside. Nope, can't get him for the loss there. I thought he was going to break that tackle and keep running at the time that happened. He sees everything and sets it up. And he can push a pile. The first man never gets him, and he's always good for yards after contact. Jacobs also has the speed to get outside. And he follows his blocking about as well as you can follow blocking, so he fits the power gap scheme. Oh! And that vision and patience make him a perfect fit for that zone stretch scheme. Oh! That's 2 tackles missed at the same time. Watch the shiftiness. And the same way he can take it all the way outside, he can cut it back. And the sum of all those talents equal big plays in a running game. Watch the change of direction here. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh. That dude is incredible. That man can weave through some traffic. And with runs like this, Jacobs has 923 yards in 10 games, a Raiders rookie record. And along with that, he has 7 touchdowns as he is great in short yardage. He can take it in from a little further out as well. And if it's too hot inside, he can bounce it outside. He'll do whatever he has to do to get that ball in the end zone. That vision, patience, burst, and tackle breaking make Jacobs unstoppable in the running game. And when the Raiders get on the ball in the passing game, he's unstoppable there too. He's extremely dangerous in space. Oh. Oh. Oh, the Raiders got themselves a player here. 4th round corner Isaiah Johnson hasn't had a chance to do much yet, but he is one to watch for the rest of this season. Meanwhile, 2nd round corner Trayvon Mullen is already making his mark. Defensive end Clelin Ferrell is starting to play like a number 4 overall. And Maxx Crosby, well, he looks like the steal of the draft. Undrafted fullback Alec Ingold is earning his stripes. And there are only a handful of teams in the NFL that tight end Foster Moreau wouldn't start on. Hunter Renfrow is a 3rd down king. And Josh Jacobs is the best player in the 2019 NFL Draft. The Raiders have a super bright future. Thank you for watching. See you next week.